death sentence on one of the unsolved I-35 murders. He was formally charged with 30 others across the country. Dozens of officers visited Henry in jail, and he also toured the country under guard, visiting crime scenes and providing details from memory. So he was obviously taken around the country in like a little wagon, like a little police wagon thing, and they were like, okay. And he was like, well, I killed one here. This is where the evidence is. This is where this is. This is where this is. And they drive him further up the road and around the place. This is killed one here. This, and they were just like revealing all these crimes everywhere.
And were these all true as well then?
Yeah, like he was pointing them to the evidence every time, so he knew like this was real. Later, though, after giving all that evidence about all those other murders, Henry would actually then deny any involvement in any of those crimes. He actually said that aside from his mum, he claimed to have actually only killed 2 other victims, Frida and Granny Rich. But of course, with all the evidence that he himself had provided, sort of stacked against him, that was completely ignored.
He is fucking delusional.
It's crazy. He's sort of like playing with the legal people and the police and the detectives at this point, I feel.
But can they surely they can just go, fuck off now.
Yeah, they pretty much just said, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Fuck up.
Especially when he's gone around in like a little paddy wagon.
Yeah. And shown them evidence and everything.
Yeah. Can I say paddy wagon?
What's a paddy wagon?
The van where they put prisoners in.
Yeah, paddy wagon, right? What's a paddy wagon? I've never heard of that. Well, I have heard of that phrase before, but I don't know if it's a bad thing, right?
I'm just going to check first. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I'll leave that little bit in, but I'll cut out that huge, enormous silence out in the middle where you were obviously Googling whether or not it's fancy paddy wagon. I don't know. Did you think it was like a racist thing, maybe?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what.
It's always best to check these things, though, isn't it? That's what's the difference between you and me. You'll double check these things, and sometimes I'll just go, "Oh, what? Fuck! I'm sorry." So yeah, where are we now? Yes, here we go. It's time for the wrap up. With the numerous inconsistencies in both Henry and Otis's confessions, combined with the allegations of corruption and either false or tampered with evidence, it's almost impossible to know the true extent of Henry and Otis's violence. However, whether the death count is 3 or 3,000, what's known for sure is that the names of Henry Lee Lucas and Otis Toole will go down as 2 of the most warped and disturbed minds in criminal history. And that, my friends, is the story of Henry Lee Lucas and Otis Toole.
That was fucked up, that story.
Crazy, right? Side note, Otis died of cirrhosis of the liver in September 1996 while still in jail, and on March 12, 2001 at 11 p.m, Henry Lee Lucas was found dead in prison from heart failure. So they're both dead.
Oh, well.
Dead and gone. I'm not one to, any death is bad and sad, really. But these ones, not so much. I don't want to be someone who's like, yes, I am happy that they're dead. But what I can say is that the world is probably a better place without these fucking assholes, right?
Yes.
And it probably would have been better off if they had never entered this world. No, probably, definitely would have been better off without them.
Never say that, though. It's just if they was into this world and they lived a different life.
Situations were different, maybe?
Never say that.
It's tough because, yeah, you're right. You're completely right. Because we looked at where they came from and they both had crazy hard childhoods, right? Insane. And you've got to...
I know they said we did then. We did.
But you've got to wonder, like, if... It would be interesting if you had a time machine, right? You could go back in time, pluck those kids out of that scenario and plop them into a, quote-unquote normal, whatever normal is, normal home, like a nice, loving family. See what happens then. That would be a cool experiment if a time machine existed, but it doesn't yet. Yet, Alan.
What, are you going to invent one?
I have plans drawn up, but what's his name?
Some of them pictures are on the wall downstairs.
Elon Musk is quaking. Elon Musk is quaking at my technology. No. But no, that would be an interesting idea, right?
It really would, yeah.
But yeah, like I said, time machines don't exist. But no, it's crazy. I how many people that these people actually managed to get their fucking hands on, we'll never know the exact number, but it's a lot more than fucking 3, like you said, and probably a lot less than 3,000.
Yeah.
What if it was 3,000 and it was
That's
true?
That is, like I said, I don't see how it is physically possible. I really don't. I really, really don't.
It seems from these stories which we're talking about, a lot of them, well, not kind of a good handful take place around these sort of eras, like 70s, 80s, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe they did. And this cult thing, how many did they bring in?
Do you know anything more about this cult, or
apart from them,
they just seem to have faded out quite quick.
Apart from them in this story, no. But there is. Again, I didn't want to put too many because I know that. I don't know. I think it can get quite tiresome when I'm doing the accents all the time. But there's maybe. Why are you laughing? Because it's true.
I find them funny.
Well, I want to add drama and flair and theatre. I bring theatre to the pot. Oh, I don't mean to kick that. Sorry, I'm flailing too much.
You nearly brought the the Mac down on the floor.
I am flailing far too much. But yeah, there's a bit where I think it's Ottis or one of them. Anyway, they're talking about these death cults in an interview that they're doing. And they mention that there are a few death cults under different names. And you know what one of them that he mentions is?
I know.
Do you remember Adolfo Constanzo Complicated? Well, he says that there are a few death cults in that area that he's aware of. And he doesn't mention it by name, but he says, I believe they found one down in Matrimonos. That wasn't ours, though. Which Matrimonos is where this was found. Yeah, crazy.
This face is not like a confused face. This is a shocked face.
No, it's weird that all these people seem to fucking... I mean, it's not surprising, really, right? If you're crazy fucking psychopath murderers, and there's another group of crazy psychopath murderers who are nearby...
It's kind of like the dark web without the dark web bit.
Kind of. You're probably going to know.
Because you're going to have that like underground sort of like communications with each other, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a serial killer shared universe in real life. Well, that's what real life is. It's a shared universe. For us all.
It's a shared world.
Yeah, no, it's crazy though, right? No, I mean, if we separating these stories up, like it's weird, like how some of them do link a little.
Well, yeah, they are around about the same time, like you said before, and they are in the same country.
Crazy loony people.
Yeah, and the loons. Yeah.
Crazy loony people. Ha la la la.
And I'm living one.
Ha la 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 lordy lordy.
Jesus Christ.
I needed that. I've been talking about murder and rape and things and some awful stories, Marjorie. I need
Jesus Christ.
Little sing-song for once. Well, now that we've probably drove ourselves completely insane, that's it. That's the podcast. End of the stories.
Bye, guys.
I don't know if this story, there's too many. The heroes are, of course, the
Reverend.
The Reverend and the police officers at the very end. I think that's pretty obvious, right? At this point.
I think the Smart family as well, Mr. and Mrs. Smart, because they also did have the way...
Everyone involved in that last section, the Smart family who sort of didn't time to piss off, so I'll let him in. The Reverend, the police, they all did...
they all work together, really.
Yeah, they all sort of work together in tandem to really bring these guys to justice. Yeah. Well, I guess the arson thing was a separate thing, but obviously those police did their job quite well to figure that out. Well, no, the kids just said it was him. He admitted to it, so that wasn't that big a deal. But no, those families, they are the heroes of this story, I think. And of course, anyone who come across these people and survived, because we don't even know if anyone came across them and survived, right? So anyone who came across them and survived, fucking heroes, man. Because a lot of people didn't make it out.
Yeah.
They didn't.
And on that note,
of course, huge condolences to we can't name, but obviously.
On the off chance that it is 3,000 to them 3,000 people.
That's insane if it is 3,000. That's a crazy number. But yeah, anyone who's been affected by this, even the people whose victims' families and everything, we want to give our huge condolences to that, because no one should have to put up with being subjected to that level of disturbing fucking grossness. Fucking sick, man. Fucking sick. And let's do our favourite thing. Whoop, whoop. We haven't done this for 3 episodes, and it's been really bubbling up inside me. Boobling, little boobly inside me. Okay, you ready? So, and everyone at home as well, don't forget, we want you to join in while you say this, okay? We want you to join in, because we really need the whatever the fuck these guys are.
While you're in the library, just do it.
In the depths of hell, we want these 2 assholes to hear this, okay? We want them to realise that we are fucking not happy. Understatement. Okay, right, everyone. To Henry Lee Lucas. I feel like I'm doing a seance. I've got my arms up in the air and everything. Fucking, it's spooky. No. It's spooky. I don't want them to come and spook me. I've got the Ouija board behind me and everything. Ugh. Oh. Fuck. Oh. No, but I'm not. No, don't. Fuck you. We are not fucking Ouija boarding Henry Lee Lucas and Ocus Toole. No. Yes. Shut up. No. So, to Henry Lee Lucas and Ocus Toole, we want to say a huge and very heartfelt fuck you. I always wonder what our neighbours think when they just hear us randomly shouting, fuck you.
Well, they're pummeling against the wall every 5 minutes.
They're always pummeling something. I wonder if... No, they might be.
You think they're murderers?
In the walls. They're in the walls. Ew! How gross would that be if they're in the walls? So gross.
And it's actually not our neighbours, it's just somebody from, like...
The people in the walls. They're in the walls, Alan. Yeah. The people are in the walls. Could be.
Let you just get in.
It's not out the realm of possibility.
Oh, right, okay. We have to stay here and sleep here, so do not say things that will creep me out.
No, it's okay. It's okay. There's no one in the walls. So yeah, that's everything.
As far as we know.
That's we are good to go. This episode's been a little bit longer than the last one, maybe, but slightly. But like I said, the last one's a little bit shorter, so that's all good in the hood. Once again, if you haven't already, you can follow us on Twitter at Murderland, and also don't forget to like our Facebook page, Adventures in Murderland. Also, I do have a YouTube channel which I upload to like once every year because I'm an awful YouTuber. YouTube.com/It's Mike James. All the links to all our social medias will be in the show notes down below. Alan, any last words?
Don't get punched in the face like Lindsay Lohan.
Don't get punched in the face by Lindsay Lohan.
Not like Lindsay Lohan.
Well, don't try and kidnap refugee children from the streets of Russia, essentially. If you... I will not stop until I take it. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in bloody between, thank you very much indeed for listening once again. I have been Mike James.
And I've been Alan.
And make sure to tune in next week for even more Adventures in Murderland. Goodbye.
Bye.
Want to stay in a hotel tonight? Watch a movie?